Hello there, Leo. This is your June monthly reading 2020. So I pulled some runes for you. You got the root chakra, you got the solar plexus chakra. Okay, so these are energies that you are going to be working with in the month of June, root chakra and solar plexus chakra. Now, Leo, when I was doing the meditation, when I was tapping into your energy, it feels very, very grounded. Almost like almost like I was being weighed down. Like it was just a very like I don't know, it was just grounded. It was just very grounded energy and it was almost like I was being weighed down. I was also getting this vibe of like structure and responsibility. I actually heard responsibility is key, emotion is not. Um, I also heard tact. Just like, and you did get the root chakra, right? So obviously you are dealing with very grounded, earthy root energy. But yeah, it's just very interesting, Leo. I don't know what's up with the fire signs. The fire signs are getting very grounded. They're getting very into earth energy in the month of June. I'm so curious to do Aries. Um, but yeah, so I think, Leo, in the month of June, you're working with responsibilities. Um, I'm kind of getting this vibe, Leo, like um, you're realizing that the way that you've done things in the past um, hasn't been very tactful, hasn't been very strategic, like you've acted upon your emotions a little too much in the past, and I feel like you're leaving that in the past. Like you're not doing that shit anymore, right? So you're just stepping into this kind of new energy in June where you're taking on more responsibility, you're being more responsible in the way that you act, in the way that you approach things, in the way that you communicate and interact with other people, okay? Okay, let's get some general energy for the month of June. We're going to pull some oracle cards. Let's see, what do I want to pull? What do I want to pull? Okay, I'm going to use the Moonology deck. Okay. What energies is Leo dealing with in the month of June, please? Yeah, you just seem really focused, Leo. Like you seem very focused, quite mature. It's mature, but it's like that's not even the right word for it. It's just like you're just doing things differently and you're just realizing that like the way that you have done things has been slightly childish, just not tactful, like you're thinking about things before you do them. In the month of June, you're thinking about things before you do them. You're thinking about what you're going to say before you say it, just that kind of stuff. What energies is Leo going to be dealing with in the month of June? I apologize if I call you Sagittarius a time or two. I just got done with Sagittarius's reading. Sorry. Ugh. I haven't done it yet, but I almost have in my head a couple times. So just like as a preface. Is that it? Is Leo getting two? You might only get two, Leo. Okay, you only got two. Let's see what you got here. Okay. Full moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, and then we've got disseminating moon. Sorry. I don't know why that like caught me off guard. Take time to breathe out. Okay, so the end of a tough cycle approaches and take time to breathe out. So, Leo, it could be that you're stepping into this energy because the way that you were going about things in the past was making things harder on you. Like like that's what it is. You're realizing like, oh, things really didn't have to be that hard if I just would have like thought about it before I did it or thought about that before I spoke. Like, so I think that you are making your life easier and you're realizing that life gets easier if you prepare. Like, maybe in the past, it is very fiery. It is very fiery, right, Leo? Maybe in the past you were like, well, life is just easier if you just don't give a shit, right? Life is easier if you just don't give a shit. And like to a certain extent that's true, right? Like we shouldn't be like OCD, we shouldn't be like paranoid all the time and like constantly like trying to control everything because that's ego. But like also not giving a shit at all and not thinking before you speak or before you act is like not, not a good way to go about life either. And I think that you're realizing that, Leo. I think that that's what you're stepping into this month, okay? But with the take time to breathe out, yeah, I feel like I don't know. I don't know about that one. I think that that's more of like a something you're gonna have to figure out how to do in the month of June because I don't feel that way when I'm tapping into your energy. I feel very like kind of weighed down almost, but that could just be because you're grounded. And if you're grounded, then maybe you are relaxed. Whatever. Um, let's clarify with some tarot now to get a more detailed portrait of your June, Leo. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to use? Oh, that's weird. I almost never get called to this deck. I think this is the Moon Maiden? Moon Maiden deck? It's either Moon Maiden or Moon Goddess. I don't know. I've forgotten. What messages do we have for Leo for the month of June, please? What messages do we have for Leo for the month of June, please? Leo, you're kind of quiet. I'm a little suspicious. I'm a little bit suspicious. Let's see what we got here. Oh, interesting. Okay, we've got Justice, we've got Four of Pentacles, and we've got the Five of Staffs. Wands. Staffs in this deck. That's interesting. That's interesting. I feel like karma has been balanced out for you, Leo. I mean, it has for everybody. Once we're stepping into June, like karma's getting balanced out, right? I feel like with that Four of Pentacles though, and that Five of Staffs, you're kind of like you're taking your shit and you're leaving. Like you're taking your shit and you're leaving. And what do I mean by that? I mean like there's you. I feel like you were in this place, and that might be the end of the tough cycle, right? I feel like you were in this place that you didn't like, that you weren't satisfied, that you didn't really know where to go, you didn't really know what you were doing. Like life was a constant battle, it was a constant struggle. And now like you've taken some time out and you've learned some lessons here with justice and karma's been balanced out. And with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like you're kind of like just taking your lessons and like you're leaving. Like you're just leaving the situation in June. Or by June. I just heard by June. So this could have happened in May. Recently. They just corrected me. Recently. Okay. My guides and I have been a little bit frisky with each other today, so I apologize if that comes out, Leo. Oh man, that's funny. Oop. Okay. Whoa. The cards are just like, that's weird. Okay. Whoa. Okay, got a lot of cards here, Leo. Sorry. Interesting. Oh wow, interesting. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, so something definitely happened, Leo. I don't know what it was. I don't know what burned your biscuits, okay? But we've got the Four of Swords, Ace of Cups, and we've got the Five of Cups here. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to you. But something happened and you were literally just like you it was kind of like it was almost rock bottom. It wasn't really like it wasn't rock bottom though. Like you weren't like terribly sad. You weren't terribly like overwhelmed or distressed or anything. You just kind of like it was kind of like a switch flip. Like something happened. You were in a situation where you weren't satisfied. You weren't happy with your life. Things weren't going your way. And you were like, "Wait a second. Switch flip. Flip of the switch. Oh, things haven't been going my way because of this, that, and the other." It's just like a light bulb moment for you, Leo. Like something happened, and this could either be happening in May, it could either be happening in June. I feel like this is like a by June energy for you though. Like something happens and you just suddenly like flip a switch and you're like, oh, well, I need to do things that way now. Oh, okay, I'll do things that way now. Okay, yeah, sure. And then you take your shit and you go off and you have a better life. Like literally, I feel like in the month of June, you go off and you have a better life now. Like because there's something just happens and you just finally get it. Like you just finally get it. Hanged Man, Two of Cups, and King of Pentacles. Like it's a different perspective. It's a change of perspective. It's a how am I supposed to get my Two of Cups, which is like emotional fulfillment, right? Like especially in partnerships, relationships, family, friends, right? And I do feel like that's like a key element for you, Leo, is like your relationships weren't going the way that you wanted, and like for some of you it was even like you like sat there and like all of a sudden like you realized that you were alone and you were like, why did everybody leave, or why did I leave everybody else, or like why am I constantly fighting with my friends, or why am I constantly fighting with my family, blah 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 blah. And then like suddenly you're like trying to figure this out and all of a sudden it's like light bulb moment and you're like, oh, it's because I've been going about things the wrong way. And it's kind of like a it's a really big moment for you, Leo, because it's actually you acknowledging that like you have been going about things the wrong way. Like, you know, not to say that like everybody in your life has just been like, you know, peaches and cream, like puppies and rainbows, perfect, because nobody's perfect, but you're actually having a really big moment where you're acknowledging like, oh, I've kind of like fucked up a little bit in my relationships. Like I've been overly emotional. I've come in like the freaking Tasmanian devil and fucked shit up in my relationships. And I need to go about things differently so that I can have my Two of Cups, so that I can have emotional fulfillment, so that I can feel grounded, so that I can feel balanced, so that I'm not like having a shitty life. You know what I mean? And then you're going to be stepping into this King of Pentacles mode, and that really is like how it feels. Like feels very very grounded, very very stable. Like I was saying, you're going to be stepping into this King of Pentacles mode in June because you've been able to get a new perspective, and you've been able to take that accountability, which is really big. A King of Pentacles can take fucking accountability, right? Like he knows when he fucks up. He knows when he fucks up. He knows when he has. So what does he do? He takes that knowledge and he betters himself. He betters himself and he betters him his he betters his lives. He betters his life. He betters his life. Okay. Can we get more messages for Leo, please, for the month of June? Yeah, I am getting a really strong family element with that, Leo. A really strong family element with that. I feel like my body just got really, really hot. I feel like you're connecting with family in the month of June, which makes sense, you know, like, because, you know, at the end of June, we'll be stepping into Cancerian energy. And in the month of July, we're going to be having a lot of Cancerian energy, but so family is going to be really highlighted. But I just feel like, yeah, a lot of this might have to do with family. Like maybe you've kind of like distanced yourself from family, and you're kind of like realizing like, oh, wait a second, like family's kind of fucking important. And I really relate to that. I've recently learned that too, Leo. You're just realizing like, oh, family's important. I should work on this. I should really work on this. Wow. Wow. Okay. Just a second, Leo. I did not expect that to come out. Did not expect that to come out. Wow. Wow. Okay. Nine of Swords, the Lovers, and the Two of Swords. Wow. Nine of Swords is like it's so overwhelming. It's like it's overwhelming pain. It can also be like overwhelming feeling of like betrayal and like people don't understand me. People don't get it. People don't get it. People don't get it. Why are people treating me this way? Why is life this way? Like just ugh, I hate Nine of Swords. hate Nine of Swords energy. Who likes it? Right? Who likes it? Ugh, sorry, Leo. Gotta reposition myself here. Um, ugh, but attached to the Lovers and the Two of Swords, yeah. It could also have to do with like I'm getting like very intimate relationships. I'm not getting so much like friends with you, Leo. It's definitely like lovers and family. Lovers and family, significant others and family that like you're really analyzing your relationships in the month of June and you're like, I have done this to myself. Like it's like you were in this Two of Swords, Nine of Swords energy where you were like, why is like everybody such a jerk? And then you realize like, oh, I'm kind of the jerk. Like and I don't mean that in a mean way, Leo. Like we've all had those moments. We all have to take accountability for our actions, right? And we all like have those key moments in life where we realize like, oh fuck, like I've been acting that way. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I was acting that way. There's been plenty of times in my own life, Leo, where like I had no idea I was hurting people, and then I can look back on it and I can be like, oh fuck, you know, wish I wish I would have, been wiser then, but I'm wiser now. So whatever, right? We move on. And because you're figuring this out and because you're learning this, you're stepping into this high priestess mode. This high priestess mode. Because a high priestess is very aware, right? A high priestess is very, very aware. She's very aware. She is a priestess. Okay? She's aware. She has that third eye energy. She can see the big picture. She can look about things. She understands what's going on in life, right? I want to clarify, well, I don't know if I want to do that, Leo. Just a second. Your energy is a little bit overwhelming. I won't lie. I won't lie. It's like very grounded, but it's still very Leo. It's which is powerful, like earth and fire together. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's fucking great if you can accomplish that shit, and it looks like the fire signs are. Whew, man. I want to look at what direction your relationships are going to be going, Leo. In the month of June. Because some people in the month of June aren't going to want to be around people. I feel like you, Leo, are wanting to be around people. You're wanting to like make amends with people. You're wanting to connect with people like on a soul level and like apologize and like have like balanced relationships and like yada yada. So like where are your relationships going in the month of June? Where are Leo's relationships going in the month of June, please? Where are Leo's relationships going in the month of June? Oh, that's good. I don't know why the cards are like all flying up and onto my chest today. Ooh, it's weird. Interesting. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Okay. Wow, that's really great, Leo. That's really great. Six of Swords, Two of Swords, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups? Yes, please. I'll take that. I'll take fucking three. Uh, I'll take your whole stock. No, with the Six of Swords, Two of Swords, and Ace of Cups, that's you making the right decisions towards emotional fulfillment, towards and it's earned. It's very earned. Like I really want to emphasize this, Leo. You're doing the work. Like you're putting the work in to have these successful relationships, to have this Ace of Cup energy. You're putting in the work to get this. Yeah, you've got Six of Swords and Six of Pentacles, which sixes are good. Sixes are very good. Okay, especially in this situation. I mean, it's success. It's success. It's getting what you want. It's okay. All right, things are going good. It's after the five. You're like, okay, yep, we're on the ball again. We're rolling. And then you have Princess of Swords. I do feel like you're coming to people to make amends. Leo, some of them you're a little too scared. Some of them you're too scared. Some of them have been blocked or you've been blocked. Like, you know, like there's some bridges are burned. Some bridges are burned in life. I'm not saying that like even to you, Leo. I'm saying that like as a general, some, you know, some bridges are burned and we can't really repair them, but the ones that you can, Leo, I do feel like you're coming, and with that Princess of Swords energy, you're coming and you're being like, "Hey, what's up?" What's up? Like, sorry I was kind of a dick earlier. Can we like work something out? Can we like fix something? But like it's going to be really good. I feel like you know, I mean, I don't know. I can't control people, neither can you, right? We don't know how people are going to react when we try to make amends with them, but I do feel like, you know, with this 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, Ace of Cups, I mean, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. But, you know, with that 2 of Swords, like people will be making their decisions. So, no promises on my end, Leo, but I do feel very good about where your relationships are going, Leo. And at the very least, even if there's not reconciliations or not as many as you'd hope for, um, the lessons that you're taking from this, it's going to make it so that you can create a better soul tribe, so that you can form better connections in the future, and make new long lasting human connections, Leo. So it's really cute. It's really cute, actually. I really like it for you, Leo. I really like it. I think that, yeah, you're just focusing on like bettering your relationships in the month of June, and you're going about it in a really, really healthy, balanced way. I think it's great. Good for you, Leo. Okay, so that is your June. Let's get some advice, shall we, Leo? Excuse me. Let's get some advice. I'm getting Animal Oracle for you. Fun, finally. I say finally like I've done like 5 readings today. I thought that they would do it for Sagittarius, but they wanted me to pull Starseed Oracle. That's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. What advice can you give us for Leo for the month of June, please? What advice do you have for Leo for the month of June, please? Sorry, Leo. What advice do we have for Leo? There we go. Yep. For the month of June, please. I'm going to shuffle one more time. What advice do you have for Leo for the month of June? Aww. What advice do you have for Leo for the month of June, please? Wow. There's that root chakra energy coming out, Leo. Let me show you. Okay. We've got Vulture Spirit, Nothing is Wasted. Lizard Spirit, Dream the World into Being. And we've got Moth Spirit, Surrender Now. Do you see all that fucking like root sacral energy right there? I love it. I love it so much. I love it. Okay, but so yeah, Vulture Spirit, Nothing is Wasted. Like I was saying, like Leo, even if these relationships that like you kind of want to reconcile with and you're like, I'm sorry, you know, like can we work something out? Even if that doesn't happen, Leo, it's not a waste. Like what you're discovering about yourself and what you're learning about human connection right now, you're going to be able to take this into the future and better your connections and better your life ultimately. Like nothing you're learning or doing right now is a waste, genuinely. Lizard Spirit, Dream the World into Being. Sorry, I got distracted. My phone was going off. Sorry, Leo. Dream the world into being. Yeah, you can manifest whatever you want right now, Leo. You can manifest whatever you want because you've taken it upon yourself to be accountable for who you are, you know, and you're being very self-actualized in the month of June. You're understanding like this is who I am, this is who I have been, and this is who I want to be. Can I be this now? And yes, you absolutely can, Leo. Be whatever the hell you want to be. Dream your world into frickin' being. Okay? Moth Spirit, Surrender Now. That's a big one. We all need to do that. Yeah, we all need to do that. Surrender now. Just surrender to it, Leo. Take a deep breath. Yes, I surrender. That was cringy. But anyways, okay, Leo. Well, I hope that you enjoyed. I really like this for you, Leo. I actually really, really do. I know a few Leos in my life. Maybe they're going through this. I would not be disappointed if they are. So thank you so much for watching, Leo. If you enjoyed, if it resonated for you, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. I'd love to hear what's going on with you. But thank you so much, Leo, and have a good June.